for the song, and it's no surprise the Chiefs remain the top dog in the NFL, but some say it's been kind of a rocky season. We still have the best record in the league,
That's all
right?
that matters.
Now, let's be real. The regular season is practice for the Chiefs, so today we have the recipe, the winning formula, if you will, for the Chiefs to have a three-peat season.
All right.
Let's break it down. The first ingredient, Carrington, 10% luck.
They've gotten way more than 10% this year.
You know
I've watched them play. They've gotten way more than 10%.
All right, let's take a look at some of the Chiefs' lucky moments this year. You remember them all. Now, we should probably be 11-3, right? But guess what? We are not, because of these crucial lucky moments. We all remember the toe.
I don't
and
know
the
if I
Ravens-
would consider this to be lucky. Now, some of these other ones, sure. I don't know if the Ravens one counts as luck.
Okay.
The guy just stepped out of bounds, and they still would have had to kick the extra point and the
True.
two-point conversion to win the game. I'm not putting that in the luck
All
category.
right, but they won by a toe.
The Raiders one is the craziest one they've had this season.
That was the ultimate Raiders moment. The blocked field goal by Leo Chanel, and then, of course, the Chargers, the doink.
The Raiders moment is when I knew the Raiders were committed to trying to get the #1 overall pick. That's when I knew. They were going to stop at nothing to make sure that they get Shedeur Sanders.
All right. Kapow! Let's get to the next 20% skill. Now, two important stats I want to drop on you here at Carrington. We are 5th in the NFL in both time of possession on offense and 5th in the NFL in points per game on defense. So you keep teams out of the end zone, you hold on to the football, right? That's 20% skill.
I don't feel like we're giving them enough credit here with 20% skill. I think the skill quotient should be a lot higher. I want to see the rest of your pie chart and how it breaks down. I don't feel like you're giving them enough credit for skill.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Who better to have in the postseason than the Grim Reaper himself? And when January comes, this leads to our next ingredient, 15% of... Oh, okay, let's break this one down. 20% skill. Game-winning drives in the regular season playoff. Pat Mahomes, regular season, he has 23 game-winning drives overall, 6 in the playoffs. Look at his contemporaries by the same 0-0 in the playoffs for Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, 8-2 compared to Mahomes, 23-6.
Well, it's kind of obvious to see who's won Super Bowls, who's been to a Super Bowl, and who hasn't been to one of them. Just by that one stat you showed me right there.
There you go. All right, let's get to our next ingredient, 15% concentrated power of will. The definition of willpower is the ability to delay gratification in order to meet long-term goals.
I've never heard that used in like a real life sense. You've never looked at somebody and said, you've got a concentrated, dedicated power to will. You never said that before.
Well, that's why we have a chance to make NFL history this year. Willpower. They're 19-1 in their last 20 games. 10 wins by 7 or fewer points. That's tied for most of the season in NFL history, and one of just 9 teams in NFL history to even attempt a three-peat. And the chance at a three-peat is all about motivation.
Coach, I want to point this out.
Yeah.
For all the complaining that we do about the Chiefs, and Lord knows I complain a lot. I'm complained out on the show. The Chiefs have lost one time in the entire 2024.
Come on.
It's not that bad.
It is not. All right, let's get to our next slide. 5% pleasure. First and
Oh,
foremost,
you got more pleasure than that. They win all the time.
football is supposed to be fun, right? So that leads us to the final piece of the formula, 50% pain.
Run that guy over. I feel bad for him.
Oh, wait, we got to talk about the fun. We got the truck stick
Look at
against
that.
the
Oh.
49ers.
He told that
And
man to
then,
get in the weight room.
We got the little toss from Kelsey to Shamaje Perine. That was fun. Looks like they're just having fun out there, you know? And then how about, who can forget, that toss there. Now, they say they practice this, but I maintain it's something that happens in practice, but they don't really practice. You know what I'm saying?
Kelsey does it enough that I believe them.
Well,
I believe
that's what
that
I
they
mean. Like
practice
they're doing it in practice, but I don't think Reed is like, hey, let's do the crazy. All right, the Wanye Morris touchdown. Is having fun.
I
Right?
barely trust him to block. I can't believe they trust him to catch.
And then Xavier Worthy, just watching him tear around those end-around reverses. Come on.
He's
how
actually
much
played
fun is
really
that?
well the last 5 weeks. People haven't given Xavier Worthy enough credit for his second half
That's
of
right.
the season.
No,
They
he's
haven't
come
given
up.
him enough.
All right, so we're up against it. We're going to get to the final piece of the formula, 50% pain.
We just saw Mahomes deliver the pain to that gentleman on the 49ers.
But this, we're talking about ourselves, the fans, the pain we go through to win. This is the 3 stages of watching the Chiefs this year on a Sunday or Wednesday or whenever they play. You're excited to see them play. Then the game's going on. You're like, oh my God, what are they doing? But then in the end, hey, we won.
Yeah, you know what? I actually hate this stage. The stage right there, I hate it. That's how KU fans act whenever they play games at Allen Field. Like, oh no, we're gonna lose. Like, you guys win all the Chiefs have played 20 games in 2024. They've lost one of them. Stop complaining during the game.
I agree.
Thanks,
so,
Coach.
There we
I'm
go.
happy you agree.
So that is why, after I've done the math, I went into the lab with all the formulas and the computations. I'm confident of a three-peat. The math is there. The math is with us. The luck is with us. Oh, and yes, here we go.
Did that add up to 100%? Because I gotta fact check you.
Nathan, I gotta give it to Nathan. He put that.
Oh, see him blaming somebody else. I know it didn't add up.
I'm giving him credit.
That's how I know it didn't add up.
100% guaranteed. Carrington, thank you.
Somebody fact check his work.
No, yeah, I had to take college algebra like 4 times to finally get my degree.
You took college algebra?
But I had to because I failed it in high school. You know?
That was not part of my life.
Math was not my thing.
Mine
But
either.
anyway, there's the winning formula, guys.
It turned